And I just wanted to ask you a few questions about When Evil Lurks. I'm very excited about the film. Like, I really love it. It's my type of horror film. It's scary, it's horrifying, but it's got so much to it. And I just one of the questions that they asked at the Q&A last night was about how you come up with your ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Well, my ideas, I don't know. Honestly, just I'm the best director of the world to make my scripts.
Mhm.
Because I cannot direct other scripts.
Mhm.
I realize I'm starting to direct my movies when I grow.
Mhm.
The writing is the process for me. Is to know how I should, to know how I direct the actors is during the process when I write, not after. And all the time when I write, I don't know where I'm going. Obviously, I have a couple of elements, a couple of scenes. Probably, I used to start the script with two scenes, which probably both scenes have no big relation between them.
Mhm.
And it gives me the opportunity to explore how could I unify those scenes. That happened with Terrified. When I made Terrified, I had the bald man in the bed, and even I have the idea for the bathroom scene, and then the process is how to unify both scenes, both elements, and always happen with all my scripts. Start with two scenes and start to write and start to know by dialogue. I know I don't like to write treatment because I never have the endings. I never have the third act in my scripts. So the process for me is start to write and see what happens and see where I'm going. But I don't know really where I'm going. And the problem is I feel like God making and taking this decision who gonna live, who gonna die, who gonna and it's funny for me when I write a horror movie because I am the guy who decide if this kid gonna live or not.
Mhm.
And I feel when with this movie I took too many risks. I took too many decisions that um, show me. I mean, to put me in a position of fragility of me as director. I mean, I'm working with kids. I'm killing kids. I'm killing with animals. Even with an Argentinian movie, I'm coming of make terrified. So this is a movie that there's a lot of people expecting from me. I took too many risks. So and that decision to I took it is say, okay, now it's your turn as audience. You as horror audience gonna take the risk now to see the movie. That's the idea of okay, this is my next after Terrified. Hold on, this is yeah.
Well, what I was thinking is your process to me sounds very instinctive. Like, you trust that you're going to have, you have this basic setup, but you trust your own creativity that you're going to be able to find your way through. Do you think
Yes,
that's true?
absolutely true. It's instinctive, that's why I cannot explain, because there's a lot of question about how you build the horror scenes, how you scare. I need to know the secrets of how to scare people because you are a specialist. But honestly, I'm right with my guts. I'm right with my instinct, and I'm trying to know, give you any chance to predict what is going to happen
Mm,
next in my script. If you know what happened in the next scene, or if you know what happened with that character,
mhm.
uh, I wrong. I did something wrong. That's in my way is trying to do not give the audience relax, try to do not give the audience any clue of what is going to happen. But all of my scripts, all of my horror stories are instinctively.
Yeah. That's what I noticed when people keep asking you that question, like, where do you get these ideas? And it really, I think there's a lot of people don't talk about it, but a lot of really great creators, directors, actors, they're flying by the seat of their pants. They're really like trusting their instinct and their creativity to be able to, they know that when they step out on the ledge, it's going to be there. They have that faith. And I'm really kind of interested in like, and I've been talking to people about it, like, just that phenomenon, like it, and why, not why, but, just like how many people like do trust their own instincts like that, because it's a great thing, I think, and because it does make your work so unpredictable. And because there are, different scenes in the film where something happens and I would get an idea like, oh no, I know something terrible is about to happen. And then when it happened, it was like, oh no. It was
Mm.
so much worse than I thought it was going to be because it was so shocking to me. And that's that you're really successful at that because you're not, they're the planners, the people who like plan something and they're going to say, oh, and there's this beat, and then you're going to do this thing. And too often, unless they're really good, it looks pre-planned. So you can totally see it coming. And with yours, you do have an element of suspense, I think. Like you kind of like once you're in the scene, you kind of hint at what's going on. Like I don't know if I should say it. I can always cut it out. But when the dog is sniffing the clothes, it's like as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh no. And then when the dog was, the little girl was another dog, like, oh no. And I refer to it as Hitchcockian suspense in my review because it's kind of that idea of like putting a bomb underneath the table and two people are having coffee and the bomb is ticking and you're just waiting for it to happen. It just like it drives you nuts because you're like,
Yeah, what kind of bomb is that? I mean, is thank you, and I agree with you. But the construction of the story of this script is, uh, I guess, till the half part is what kind of bomb you have on the table.
mm,
Uh, the, the answer for the audience is terrible, something going to happen is terrible, we need to, and the audience is okay, what kind of bomb you have, and the
mm-hmm,
bomb is in front of you, the bomb is the axe in the middle of the head in front of you without any reason. That is the bomb that you are mentioning.
mm-hmm. Or the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole thing when the goat just like walks up for it's so chilling, and all it is a goat walking forward. I mean, it's one of the most chilling things I've ever seen, and it's just so simple, but it works so well. And I was going to say, like, you really were like your actors are so well chosen, and the two brothers together, they really seem like they could be brothers. and
Yeah.
the fights look real. You know,
Yeah.
like
And I owe that to the actors, because I choose them, but they get uh, their relationship outside of the shooting moment
mhm,
was too great. They are talking each other what they could improve, what, and supporting each other all the time. You were great, and all of this, they love each other as partners. And then when you see them in the screen, you know there's more than two actors playing as brothers. Even uh, I'm still working with them, writing a script, and well, I'm big friend of Demián Salomón, which is the mustache guy in the movie.
mhm.
I work with him in all my movies since when I started to make movies. But Ezequiel, I met him past year, just a couple of months before shooting,
Yeah,
and now we are as a trio. This group are as brothers, and it's great. I feel we love each other, and uh, it's in the movie.
yeah,
But
it really
yeah,
comes through.
yeah, absolutely.
And I love that because William Friedkin, you know, he made The Exorcist, and you know, like for gosh, that was 73, so
24, yeah, yeah.
89, 81, like 60 years. It's kind of been the template of like a movie about demonic possession. And so many people have adhered to that template because, you know, they see the movie and they go, okay, that's how you make it. And one of the things I really like about When Evil Lurks is that you kind of just had your own idea and you worked with that and you made it into a different kind of possession movie. And I really admired that you stepped out of the basically the template of William Friedkin and in particular like religion and you know, Christian ritual. So there's because there's nothing of that in the film. I thought that
Yeah.
was very exciting.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, The Exorcist is my top one horror movies. One of my favorite movies. Um, but all the time I'm trying to looking forward and other options to tell similar stories. Uh, there's a lot of horror movies. There's a lot of genre, and when I decided to make an Exorcist movie, I took the decision to, okay, but there's no more church,
Mm,
okay, and even there's not exorcist in this exorcist movie, in this possession movie, because the exorcist exists in my movie, but they cannot make it. They cannot work because we don't give them the time that they need. And
mhm.
that is the decision to get rid of the religion is the key of this part and of this movie, and the idea to do not give the similar qualities to the possessed guy that used to happen with the Exorcist movie, when you saw a possessed guy or girl talking and threatening and became a monster with care of his voice. I decided to say, okay, I need to give him more flesh than words. Give the possessed guy some characteristics as a human, a human rotten body, a human eat some flesh. And when you saw it, as it said in the movie, when you saw it, you have not doubt that he's possessed. And I guess it's what happened with the audience when they saw the body.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really one of the most extraordinary things that, you know, that it's like an infection that can just jump from person to person. So instead of there just being one person who you could technically tie up and just, you know, put somewhere and be kind of safe, there's no safety.
Yeah, I feel more than no person transmitting by person. If for me it's like an madness, a demon who are snatching in the heads of the people at the same time. And there's some people that he could manage, and there's some people the demon cannot. But the demon is trying to use as puppet the people
Hmm.
and made them crazy. But the idea is, for me, is all of us has the evil demon in our head and the good in our head, and they are fighting with good thoughts and bad thoughts all the time. But the thing what happened here is the evil demon you have in your head is totally control you. That's the idea. And I know it's a like a spreading an infection, like a virus, but there's one not person. There's a demon who was controlling everything, controlling the minds, and it's weird because when I wrote it, it was before the pandemic, and after the pandemic, I thought, okay, there's gonna be a lot of movie like this because the pandemic is you see the movie and you could see the conspiracy theories, the social struggle, fighting because there's contaminated guy, probably contaminate everyone. I guess the human condition is for after and before the pandemic same.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like things have changed a lot, but then like they really haven't.
Yeah.
Like all the same stuff was here. It's just more outwards than inwards now. Um,
Mm.
so do you have anything that you're planning in the future?
Uh, yeah, I want to try to make my own stories to manage. I love to make horror movies, but I guess I'm more of that. I love to make my own stuff, my own ideas, and probably uh, I shoot a new movie next year. I'm working on that. It's no easy, um, but I'm betting to still making movie for horror fans, and that's my goal.
Yeah. And you mentioned a little bit that Argentina, like the film is so lived in, and like not just the relationships, but like the places and the clothes that they wear. It kind of gave me like a feeling that Argentina is a beautiful place, but you also have said that there's certain things that are not good there, you know, like how do you how do you think like what it's like to be Argentinian has kind of informed the films that you make?
Uh, well, um, good question. I don't know if I need to add more horror to my reality in Argentina. We have a lot of trouble, social trouble,
Mhm.
economical problems, but I don't know. I mean, I guess all the time my surround me, the thing what surround me affect my my movies, my writing. And Argentina is I love to I love my country, I love my people, I love to live there. Although everything what happened with the economy and the social problems that we have, but I don't know if I'm doing well making horror movie. Uh, uh, but anyway, I feel um, okay. By another hand, I'm proud because I made an Argentinian movie and we are having a release in theaters in the States, and it is not easy to make it with an Argentinian movie. Yes, with an Argentinian working in the industry in the States, but not with an Argentinian movie. Much more with a small movie, with a horror movie. It is. I'm very proud of that, and I'm hope that makes that something happen because we are about to to have a new election
Mhm.
this year, and the fascism is growing, and it has a lot of possibility to win the fascism
Mm.
in Argentina, and they are threatening the filmmakers to eliminate the institute, and without institute we cannot shoot movies there. I mean, yeah, probably if some studio goes there or some OTT goes there, shoot something. But there's no more institute, there's no more filmmakers, there's no more film from Argentina. So I'm hoping to give my part making this movie and having a success, having a theatrical release here, and I hope to help with that. Just simple.
Yeah. I honestly, I think you deserve congratulations because you're representing like Argentinian film very well.
Thank
And
you.
yes, you're doing a great job. And this,
Thanks so
no,
much.
this is it, you made a good point. It really is like a big thing because yeah, I've seen quite a few Argentinian films. I think they're very interesting. But yeah, this I think this is the first like one that is just going to regular theaters here.
Uh, Probably, yeah, but probably we. I think we had. I don't know how to say savage tales. I don't know how to say in
Oh,
English.
oh, Relatos
That's
Salvajes
Salvaje probably got.
was the other one.
Yeah, but it was a big movie. I mean, even for Argentina. But this is a small. This is a horror, and in a moment when Relatos Salvajes appears, we were in a good moment for filmmakers for the cinema, and now we are in the worst moment in the last 30 years. I mean, there's no money for shooting movies, Argentinian movies, and it's not for the strike. It's because the well economical situation, economical problems,
Mhm.
and they are with a lot of problem. My colleagues. Now, in the worst moment of our industry, we have a release in theaters in LA, and it's the goal, I guess.
Yeah, so that's good. I think it definitely could help. And congratulations. It's one of the best film, in my opinion, is one of the best films of the year.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, not just horror movies, although
Oh,
most of my favorite films or best films that I rate, by my opinion, are horror movies, but I think it's beautifully made. It's
Thank
incredible film.
I appreciate it. That's
Yeah.